What's going on, guys? All right, so there's been too much crazy shit going on the past 2 months, and I just got to put a stop to it. That's just what it is. I don't got time for this shit. I don't got time for people's bullshit. If I mean totally honest, I am super upset that for the past 2 months I've been getting strung along just so stupid K-pop bitch can get more followers. Once I saw that she had an extra 100,000 followers on her Instagram, that's when I realized what's going on. This bitch is doing this shit for followers again. I am not upset at her. I am upset at myself for letting it get this far. Now, I will admit that, look, you can this is going to sound crazy, but for lack of a better term, I don't even know if I should say this, but okay, it's like this, right? These Nepali people are so nice. They are so nice. I've never met anyone in my entire life this nice, okay? So yesterday when I went to go check up and just to make sure everything was okay, her mom basically was trying to get rid of me and whatnot, right? Obviously, right? But the way she did it was so polite. She was basically trying to tell me to get the fuck out of the way. She was like, "You don't belong here anymore. Get the fuck out." But instead of saying that, she was asking me how my dad was doing, recovering from his stroke. She was asking me if I was studying for my certs, and she was encouraging me and telling me that I'm going to pass and everything's going to be okay. In passing, trying to get rid of me, they're more polite and more direct than anyone else in the world. All right, so I will be the first one to say that that thing that I had been doing for a year was kind of already ending on its own. If you want to be totally honest, it was never even my idea. The whole poly thing wasn't even my idea. What it was, in my opinion, that fashion bitch realizing that everything she had been taught since she came to America and while she was coming to America was bullshit. And this is the first person to just be real and be like, yeah, this is what I do. I don't give a fuck. Life runs on money, but you don't have to have your life be run by money and shit like that, right? And it was legit. I'm not sure if it's on this channel or last channel, some channel. I go into it where that bitch was trying to use threesomes and orgy sex with all the fashion bitches from what was it called? That fucking thing they used to work at. Sophie Blake. Essentially what it was I gave that bitch a deadline. I was like, you have to register for classes by this date or we're done. And the bitch didn't register for classes. And instead of registering for classes, she was trying to set up an orgy. And I basically smacked the phone out of her hand and was like, get your fucking classes done right now. And she bitched and cried and moaned, but I made her get her classes registered. And it turned out that was the last day to register for classes or you couldn't have done the semester or whatnot. So I can't even go into it. So it pretty much was already on its way out because at that point in time, it was legitimately worrying about someone because it's I'm afraid you might not be able to survive in the world as it is. At the very least, this bitch now can go get some job making $40,000, $50,000 a year. If she finishes up that certification thing through UX, I was trying to get her into cyber. She didn't care about it. It's not her cup of tea. Wanted to go do UX design, go for it. If you get that thing, you can make $100,000. No bullshit with your associate's degree. Okay? So I don't care what everything else you have to say or any of that bullshit. That's what you should be doing. Okay? Now, On top of that, I've been getting my uh, apartment cleaned, my clothes done. I was getting my feet pumice stoned. I was getting like back rubs and foot rubs like daily, right? It's like when people like I didn't even have to ask for it, right? Like that's someone who actually cares about you. And like I don't even mean like it was just being polite. It was like it was like, wow, you've done so much for me. I want to return the favor. I don't have money, but what I can do is I can like, I know that you have injuries, so I'm gonna like pop your shoulder back in. And I was like, holy shit, that felt great. I didn't know my shoulder needed to be popped back in like that, right? And then contrasting that with the past 2 months, I have gotten absolutely nothing. I have gotten nothing. I have gotten, look, I don't know how to say it. Like all of these, it's like she's just literally fucking with me. All of these are like one of them. The picture is changed to some fucking dude on a horse now. It's like what the fuck is this bullshit? So look, what I did last night is I just got fed up. So this bitch keeps on asking me to give her like pictures of me, I guess sexy photos or whatever. So I took a shirtless pic, not all the way shirtless because like I want to tone up a bit more first. Then I put it on my Tinder. Then I made a Hinge. Then I made a Bumble. Um, I'm pretty sure she's still stalking me on all those because what within 5 minutes of me. Now, look, this is the other thing you have to understand. She's copying the words that I use. Like using yes dear isn't a good thing. Yes dear is my grandpa's way of saying shut the fuck up. I'm zoning you out. I can't say that because grandma will get mad at me. Yes dear means I'm ignoring you. Yes dear means you've gotten on my last nerve and I'm ignoring you. So when I tell you yes dear, that doesn't mean we reached a milestone and now me and you are bonding. It means you've annoyed me again. So probably when I was telling you yes, dear, and you were getting all excited, you probably should have realized you should have been backing off. Okay? If you weren't hot, it would I don't know what to tell you. But within like minutes of me putting the shirtless pic on my dating profiles, I got this other random Twitter bitch who's probably been following me for a while. So it's Tiffany, but now it's a blonde bitch calling me dear and trying to get to know me. Okay, look, I don't even look. This is the thing. It's like I, 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 I don't care that they're gone. That was always the plan. The plan was to make sure that just when they're gone, they're in a better spot than when they first came. I keep on telling people, like, I really don't care who you are or what you do or where you're from, as long as I end up just not hating you. Because there's lots of people, again, like Tiffany. I couldn't get enough of Tiffany in the very beginning. In the very beginning, before any of this started, Tiffany was like number one in my mind all the way. Now it's just like I don't give a fuck anymore. She just bothered me. Like she made me hate her. Like she went out of her way to make me hate her, right? Whereas Nepali bitch went out of her way to make sure that like I never hate her. Like there's nothing she could do within reason, you know. Like I already know some of the shit she told me that she's going through and whatnot. I know, I support it all the way. I told her to do that. I was like, you don't believe any of this shit you're telling me. You've been brainwashed by all these fucking crazy people from New Jersey. Like, if you want me to, I'll go ahead and do that. If you want me to, you know. But like, you don't want any of this shit. You just have your brain all fucked up and whatnot. And turns out I was right. But um, just taking all that bullshit aside, the level of niceness is such a contrast. And it's like, yeah, she's really hot. And I want to believe that underneath that shell is a good person, but I don't see it. She's telling it, she's showing it to everyone else but me. And I really don't care at this point because I think it's rude to not be direct. Like, I think it's rude to look, I know what they're doing. Like, this is why Jordan Peterson had a meltdown that one time because his bullshit doesn't work on me. Okay. In Dungeons and Dragons, in GURPS terms, I make all my saving throws. Okay. Your guys' bullshit doesn't work on me. Okay. What you're trying to say is we need to break his mind and make him do something that we want him to do. Okay? So probably what happened is you probably talked to some douchebag like Jordan Peterson who probably gave you access to that thing that I did for him, which by the way was probably maybe somewhere between 40 to 60% bullshit. But at the same time, that's supposed to be privileged information. So he's not supposed to be sharing it with people, but he's sharing it with people, right? So now, probably what he's doing is he got a hold of this dumb, stupid K-pop bitch, and they sat down and planned out some way to get me to socialize more. And all that does is let me know that I cannot trust you, like I told you 2 months ago. So to be quite honest, I made a Hinge and a Bumble, even though I hate Bumble and Hinge. And I added one more picture. I'm gonna like maybe later on I'll go to the gym upstairs and take some other pictures. I don't know. The thing is, this bitch has been bugging me to take selfies. I'll take selfies, all right, but they're not like you should have just understood that by me not having selfies, that was your ability to keep me to yourself. Now that I'm going to be doing selfies, it's going to be you versus the world. I don't know how else to say it to you. You're just not nice. You may be popular. You may be socially whatever the fuck, but you're not nice. You're just not nice. And Tiffany, the day you want, like, if you want to fuck, let me know. 100%. If you want to fuck, it would be my pleasure to do all kinds of shit to you. However, I do not see how, because again, like, it's like that stupid witches coven is in damage control. Because they put out, so literally within a minute of me getting that stupid DM on Twitter, the yes dear bullshit, Evie puts out something about wanting to be attracted to the guy you're dating. Okay, so you want to know how you could have seen me with my shirt off? You could have showed up in Manhattan. We could have talked, and you could have just asked me, and I would have done it. But this bullshit, this bullshit. I don't understand what stupid game you're playing, but I don't like it. You're mean. You're just mean. Like, and this is a thing that you probably look. When I say shit like I've got a friend coming in town or some bullshit like that, what I mean is it's someone that I've actually met up with and talked to and done something with, one way or the other, right? This fucking crazy bitch is obsessed with making friends before she does anything friendly. And then it's like a broken record. Like for 2 months, it's just been like her annoying me about like I already know how to do the trading, the stop losses, and all that bullshit. Okay. As a matter of fact, I have some of that shit going on already, and that's how I buy all my NFTs. So I don't understand why you needed to like waste 2 months of my time with that bullshit. I don't know why you can team up with Jordan Peterson and Evie and be like, oh well, you know what? We'll get his brother to talk about the way he met his wife, and then we'll like it. No, you know what? That just shows me that you don't respect me enough to talk to me before you talk to everyone else. That's why, look, this is why Capricorns and Leos just don't get along. You think you're being nice, but you're coming off as being cunty, really cunty. So I'm going to go do what I was going to do today. It doesn't involve Tiffany in any way, shape, or form. She wants to, like, this is like, I don't know how else to say it other than like, it's just kind of sinking in. It's like, look, this is the thing. It's like one of the last days that Asha was hanging out here, I was like talking to Tiffany, if that's Tiffany, and like listening to one of the videos where that bitch is on a plane, and she was like, "I'm so happy for you. Like this is your dream. I can't believe it's happening for you." And I was like, "Yeah, thanks. This is awesome." But like Tiffany doesn't give a shit about anyone other than Tiffany. She only gives a fuck about if she gets 13 million point two views and follows and all that bullshit. So it's like I just need to find someone who's not Tiffany. Like I live in Koreatown. I might even I'm gonna start ordering pizzas again. I want to get into it. It's just like something about performers. They don't understand anything but them. And like I'm not asking anyone to come back. I'm not trying to make any changes. I'm just saying like, dude, it's been 2 months and this is the shit that's still going on. You gotta be fucking kidding me. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. And like the thing is, it's like this is I hate to say it. This is why they make those sugar baby sites. This is why I keep talking about that girl Pie. She settled down with a dude. She was like 26, 27. She settled down with a dude who was like 41, 42, who had a shit ton of money in his own house and all that bullshit. So I mean like it's probably gonna be what I do. I don't particularly care one way or the other. It's just that it will be on my terms. I'm done with all this bullshit. I feel bad. I feel like I was more of an asshole than I feel like I was an asshole and I didn't even mean to be. I just feel bad. It's just like I don't approve of this going forward. Like I don't. It's just rude. Have a nice day.